Welcome to English Mastery Daily. Today, we are going to tackle one of the biggest headaches for just about every English learner, all 12 of the verb tenses. If you've ever felt totally lost, don't you worry. We're about to make it all make sense. All right, let's just get right into it. Past simple, present perfect, past perfect continuous. I mean, what is even the difference? You spend all this time memorizing the rules. You practice, and you still get them wrong. It can be so frustrating. Does that sound familiar at all? 12. Yep, that's how many tenses there are. It just feels like a lot, right? But here's a little secret for you. The problem isn't you, not at all. It's the way tenses are normally taught. And we are going to fix that, starting right now. So, a teacher might say something super technical like, use the present perfect for a recent past action with present relevance. And you're just sitting there like, huh? What does that even mean in real life? A much better way to think about it is just use it when something happened recently and it still matters now. You see the difference? It's all about when to use it, not just memorizing abstract grammar rules. The good news is that all 12 of these tenses are actually built on a really simple and logical foundation. So let's just forget everything you think you know for a second, and let's start fresh with this one core idea. You see, everything starts with just 3 concepts that we all get. First, the past, something that already happened. It's done. Then, the present, something that's happening now or, happens on a regular basis. And of course, the future, something that is going to happen later. That's it. That is the core of everything. And check this out. This is how we get to 12 so easily. We just take those 3 times, past, present, and future, and we apply 4 different variations or forms to each one. So 3 times 4, well, that gives us our 12 tenses. All of a sudden, it seems a whole lot more manageable, doesn't it? Now, here's where it gets really interesting. While there are 12 tenses, you absolutely do not need to master all of them at once. In fact, most native speakers really only use about 6 of them for something like 80% of all daily communication. This chart really says it all. A whopping 80% of the time, you're going to be using those most common tenses. So what's the takeaway here? It's that if we just focus on mastering those core 6 first, you can become fluent way faster. So let's take a look at them. First up, we've got present simple. This is your go-to for habits and facts. Things that are generally true. The formula couldn't be easier. It's just the subject plus the verb. For instance, I work at a bank. It's just a fact about my life. Simple as that. Next is present continuous. Now this one is all about what is happening right now, at this very moment. The formula is the subject plus am, is or are, and then that verb ending in ing. For example, I am working right now. Okay, so let's see how this works. Look at the difference here. I work at a bank is my job, right? It's a general fact. But if I say I am working, that means at this very second, I am in the middle of doing my work. So one is more of a state, and the other is an action that's actually in progress. Now, let's jump into the past. Past simple is for any action that is completely and totally finished. The key here is that it happened at a specific, finished time. So think yesterday, last week, or maybe in 2020. For example, I went to the movie yesterday. The action is over and done with. And here's a tricky one that gets a lot of people. Present perfect. This tense is all about connecting the past to the present. You use it for an action that happened in the past, but is still relevant now. For example, if I say, I have worked here for 2 years, that implies I started 2 years ago, and guess what? I still work here today. This right here clears up one of the biggest points of confusion. If you say, I worked there for 2 years, using the past simple, it means your job there is finished. It's in the past. But if you say, I have worked here for 2 years, that little word have changes everything. It means your job continues right into the present. Looking ahead, we've got the future simple. This one's for promises, predictions, or those on-the-spot decisions you make about the future. It's super simple. Just use will plus the verb. Like, I will call you later. It's a promise about something I'm going to do in the future. And our last core tense for today is past continuous. This one is just perfect for setting a scene in the past. It describes an ongoing action that gets interrupted by another, shorter action. You've probably heard the classic example. I was sleeping when the phone rang. The sleeping was in progress, and boom, the ringing interrupted it. Okay, so you've just seen the 6 core tenses that you'll use most of the time. But now I'm gonna let you in on the simple underlying logic that makes all 12 of these tenses finally click into place. This is the real secret. Here it is, those 4 variations we talked about. Each one has a specific job. Simple tenses, they focus on the action itself, the whole event. Continuous tenses focus on the process, the action being in progress. Perfect tenses focus on the result, the completion of the action. And perfect continuous tenses, they focus on the duration, how long something has been happening. This logic applies to the past, the present, and the future. Now that you have the logic, I'm going to give you the ultimate tool to put it all together. Think of this next slide as your master key, your cheat sheet for every single English tense. You're probably going to want to get ready to take a screenshot of this one. This is it. This chart is your secret weapon. It lays out all 12 tenses, the formulas, and when to use them. You can see how the logic we just talked about, action, process, result, duration, applies across the board. So for instance, I will be working focuses on the process in the future. Seriously, save this, print it out, stick it on your wall, use it. This table is your single best tool for mastering these tenses. Look, knowledge is great, but practice is what really builds the skill. So let's switch gears from just learning to actually doing with a quick little exercise. It's time for you to try it out. Okay, here's the first one. I blank right now. What are the key words here? Right now. That little phrase is a huge clue that an action is in progress, so the correct answer is, of course, am working. You need the continuous tense for an action that's happening at this exact moment. Let's try one more. When I arrived, they blank soccer. So here we have one action, arriving, that interrupted another longer action. They were already playing when I got there, right? So the answer has to be were playing, using our past continuous tense. So there you have it. You now have the foundation and the secret logic to really understand all 12 tenses. Just remember to focus on those core 6, practice them, and keep that master key chart handy. So my final question to you is this. What is the one tense that you struggle with the most? Think about it and keep on practicing.